Today we're at 7 grand and we're going to learn to make the Boulevardier.
So we're back at 7 grand. I'm Brett Winfield, the general manager here. And today we are going to make a Boulevardier. So we've been talking aromatic style drinks. We've done the old fashioned, we did a Manhattan, we did a riff on an old fashioned with the American Trilogy. So this one is kind of a little combination of the two of them. So again, with our base for aromatics, it's going to be the sweetener, you got your spirit, and then a bittering agent. So let's get into the Boulevardier. So for the Boulevardier, you've got a little combination of your sweetener and your bittering agent. So we've got a vermouth and Campari, which is a bitter Italian liqueur.
Okay.
And this is kind of a twist on an old drink called a Negroni, which is equal parts a vermouth, Campari, and then gin. So we're going to add bourbon and change the proportions up a little bit on it, but still in that same aromatic style of drinks. So this one is built kind of on a ratio. So it's 2-1-1. So 2 parts bourbon, 1 part of the Campari, and 1 part of the vermouth. So first, no small dash of bitters because Campari is a bitter itself.
Okay.
So we're going to do...
So it's a bitter and a sweetener, or just?
Yeah, it's kind of a combination of both. And vermouth is kind of the same too, because it is a little bit sweet and it also has some bitter herbs in it.
Gotcha.
The same thing with Campari. This is way more bitter than a vermouth would be bitter and way less sweet. But you kind of get that bitter and a touch of sweetness aspect to it.
Gotcha.
So that was our 1 part Campari. And then we're going to do our 1 part vermouth. There we are. And then we're going to go back to Maker's Mark for our bourbon on this one. And 2 parts of the Maker's Mark. So there we have it. And add ice last as usual. And this one we are going to stir to the proper dilution again, because this one's going to be served up, not on ice in the glass. So this one gets the kind of same amount of stirring as the Manhattan, 30-45 seconds.
I noticed you guys use really big ice cubes. Is that?
Yeah, so the reason you use big ice is to get to be able to control the dilution a lot more.
Okay.
So the ice machine makes perfect 1.25 inch cubes all the way around. And that way you know the exact amount of dilution that you're going to get out of one of those cubes. We haven't measured it. We don't, we're not that nerdy about it. We're very nerdy, but not that nerdy.
Okay.
So you can know and control the amount of dilution you get, as opposed to like chipped ice or pebbled ice, where there's a ton of surface area and you could get all kind of crazy dilution. So what would happen is you would get way more dilution and less chilling than you would need. So the 1.25 inch cubes are just about perfect for the proper amount of dilution. And then also when you're shaking drinks, they hold up a little bit better. They don't just disintegrate and water down your drink. So that drink is, I feel like it's stirred right. Let's give it a taste. Tasting good. And then we're gonna go into our coupe again. Same thing with the Manhattan at home. If you don't have the proper glassware, don't sweat it. It's just a cocktail, it'll be going in 5 minutes anyway. So, just strain that one off. I like to hit this one with an orange peel. Some people go lemon peel on it. Again, it's a preference thing. We're not into arguing about the exact proper way that a drink should be made, unless it's our recipe. Then all our bartenders make it the same way. There you are, the Boulevardier. Cheers.
Cheers.